from New Gamer Nation here, day one of PAX Prime 2015. I'm talking with Karol.
Hello.
And we just took a look at This War of Mine, the little ones.
Exactly.
The game was originally on PC, then it moved to mobile, as you were saying,
Yeah.
and now you guys are slated to release on Xbox One and PS4.
Exactly.
So for those that aren't too familiar with the game,
Yeah.
why don't you tell a little bit about it?
Sure. So This War of Mine is a totally different approach on the topic of war games, because usually when you think about the games about war, you see like the FPS shooter,
Guns blazing.
Yeah, being a good guy, shooting the bad guy, Nazis, terrorists, whatever, you name it. But the thing is, like, when you think about the real war in the real life, you can see that actually those heroes, like, they don't exist. Actually, majority of people that suffer from conflicts are civilians, and that's not being, present in the nowadays pop culture. There's some books about it, maybe some movies, but in the games, you're always, the cowboys with guns. So we wanted to do something different. We wanted to actually tell people that there is the other side of the story, of the war, and it doesn't look like in the movies, because war is a hell for everyone, especially for the civilians. So This War of Mine allows you to experience the horrors of war from the perspective of civilians that, they're not heroes, they're not super soldiers, they're just regular guys like you and me. They used to be mathematicians, cashiers, whatever, and suddenly they find themselves in the situation of the total horror, and they have to do anything they can, just to survive another day and then stay human in this all. So that's what This War of Mine is all about, more or less.
Yeah, because so at first I tried to go guns blazing with my fists,
Oh, yeah.
and the guy had like an AK-47, and surprisingly I actually killed him and took his gun.
You're lucky then.
I was
You're
very lucky. I tried that again a second time, and it didn't go so well. So it's clearly designed to go a certain way.
Honestly, there's like a lot of variety that can happen actually. So you may have to get lucky, like you did, you with the AK-47. But then again, usually when you're an unarmed civilian, like a former mathematician that want to attack a ex-soldier, then you have to lose. Like that's life, right?
Yeah.
So there are different way of approach. And actually, the cool thing about the game is that we don't tell people the one right way to play. You can be the good guy, you can be the bad guy. In the end, you're just gonna see the summary of your actions. The outcome. Like, what about those people you've hurt, or what about the people you've helped during your survival? And then you will have to judge yourself, because we will never tell you you're the bad guy, you get the achievement of being bad guy. No. That in the end, if you decide that survival at any price is something for you, you can do that. You can just rob everyone, kill everyone, and just keep your group together. But then again, it's easy to say that, but then what are you gonna do when you face, for example, some elder couple? They are like, they're defenseless, and their lives is in your hands. So will you be so strong, and maybe you will hide your macho thing in your pocket for a while, maybe decide to help. So those are the choices you have to face in the game. And with the little ones, it gets even weirder and more complicated, because we add kids to the picture.
Yes.
So actually, it's even harder, because it's easy when you have to decide on your team and the other guy. But right now, there are kids in the middle, and imagine a situation. You have a great scavenger that actually provides all the food and supplies for your team, and you have a kid, and both of them are ill. And on the one hand, and you have one medicine. What are you gonna do? Like, would you like to help the scavenger, because after all, he may bring even more stuff.
Supplies, right?
But then again, the children is like more vulnerable. So the scavenger may survive without the medicine, and the kid may not. So what are you gonna do? We help the kid, or help the scavenger in the hope of the future things that he will bring. So those are the things you'll have to take care into mind after during playing the game.
So scavenging is crucial.
Yeah.
I'm constantly finding items and having to craft things, and it takes time. There's not just I found this and it's immediately available to me.
No. Actually, we really did a lot of research. That, like, the Sarajevo conflicts, Syria conflicts, the World War II. Actually, that's the thing. Like, it's never like you just very seldom that you scavenge through some ruined buildings, and then you find a canned food or some things that you can use. Usually, you just gather things and then try to make something out of them. So that's like, it takes time. So you may find a pistol, but then again you may not. So you have to create a knife from some blade, or from some former kitchen equipment, whatever it is. Like, so it's all about creativity. And during the war, so obviously it's a game after all. So we have to limit the possibilities. But then again, when we were after the release, when we were talking with the people that actually survived the real conflicts, in Bosnia, for example. All of them said that actually we managed to catch the mood and atmosphere and the struggle that people experience. So it's a game. A lot of things are very simple, but then again, they give you the idea how it would look like if anything like that would happen.
Well, when can we look to get our hands on PS4 and Xbox One?
It's 29th of January.
All right.
Next year.
So look for it. 29th of January next year.
Yep.
This war of mine.
Of mine. The little
the
ones.
Little ones.
It's complicated. I know. It's tough.
Thanks, Karol. Appreciate
No
it.
problem.